afternoon, folks. Big Bo here with another great Class A diesel motorhome value from Parkway RV Center. And folks, I know it don't mean much, but I really like the one I'm about to show you today. I mean, this is an exceptional motorhome that, Lord, I mean, when you see it and you see the video and you see the service records and oil analysis and everything the previous owners have done, this is a nice motorhome to be this old. 17 years old, folks, but it's a 2000 model Tradewinds by National RV. 7373 is a model number. 2 slides, rear engine diesel, front diesel 7500 Onan generator, Freightliner chassis, got the 300 horse Caterpillar turbo diesel, well maintained. It has 94,000 miles, which, considering how the previous owners have maintained this motor, and anybody that knows anything about diesels will tell you that's not even a concern. This is a nice motorhome. And I know this doesn't mean much coming from me. I promise you, folks, not even here are you going to find a 2000 model that is as fine of condition and well taken care of as this one has been. All fiberglass exterior, excluding a crowned laminated roof. Now, folks, it is 17 years old, so it's got some of the fading and stuff like any motorhome this age is going to have. But this is a nice motorhome. It's clean. Like I said, it's got tons of records inside, service records. 300 horse Freightliner chassis, so if you ever need service work, you're not going to have a problem getting that. In 2000, this motorhome stickered for $149,000. This thing's got several options that weren't even included for that price, like the diesel generator, the Alcoa wheels, and in the bigger refrigerator. It's got the 12 cubic foot refrigerator, and I'll go over more of that as we go inside. And that was a lot of money back then for a motorhome. Now it's not as much. It's still a lot of money, but you're going to spend $149,000 on a new gas burner with 2 slides. Back then, most diesels were around $110,000 new. So the fact that this one was $150,000, this is kind of top of the line in the National lineup. This was a pretty expensive motorhome back then, folks. And the fact that here it is in the condition it's in for $120,000 less never ceases to amaze me. I mean, if you bought this motorhome today, it'd be over $300,000 brand new. Got the Alcoa wheels, 22.5-inch tires that look great. Got the Yokohama tires. No delamination. It's got a aluma guard patio awning that looks great. Full basement storage. This is an excellent R factor, well insulated. So if you like to camp in hot or cold weather, this thing right here will handle that and then some. 37 feet long overall, which about mid-range for a diesel like this. Not too big, not too small. The glass is perfect. Got the air horns, got the air suspension, the air brakes. That 7500 diesel generators running along right now, sounding great. Powering everything up inside, and just, you're going to love the interior of this, folks. Duraframe. This is all steel subfloor construction, not aluminum but steel, so very, very strong. And let's take a look inside, because I'm going to tell you, folks, you're not going to find a 2000 model motorhome in this price range anywhere else that looks as nice as this one does. I wish I had a lot full of Tradewinds like this one. As we step inside, folks, the carpet, the upholstery looks great. I mean, they've kept these seats cleaned or conditioned or something, because they look awesome. These are all leather power captain's chairs. Doubles on the passenger side. You got a double chair there. Beautiful. Got the dark cherry wood cabinets, Corian countertops, leather furniture, ceramic tile floors. I mean, this, you can tell this was a very expensive motorhome back in its day. 6-speed Allison transmission. Got the Voyager backup camera system that works great. Freightliner chassis. Got a CB, power gear, hydraulic leveling jacks. We're going to make sure all that stuff works, folks. And I have no doubt in my mind, after reading the service records that's in this thing, seeing the condition it's in, I seriously doubt there's not a thing on this that doesn't work, but we're going to check it anyway. Beautiful interior, folks. I mean, this is just a really high class, nice motorhome all the way. I know it's a little dated looking, being 17 years old, but I mean, where are you going to find a motorhome this nice with this many options and amenities for under $40,000? I mean, that's $110,000 less than what it cost new. And I don't know, you just have to see it to believe it, folks. Let me put it to you this way: the first serious customer that walks inside this motorhome and sees the condition, reads all the records on it, is going to buy this motorhome. I have no doubt in my mind about that. It's that nice of an RV. The ceilings, there's not a speck of leak damage anywhere. 2 ice cold ducted roof airs, and I'm talking about frigid airs. I mean, look at that, folks. We're blowing into the 30s, sitting right here, in the 20s, dipping down into the 20s, sitting in the middle of a gravel parking lot with no shade, and it's about 85 degrees outside. And these things will run you out of here. Now, this is actually my new favorite chair right here. I don't think this is factory equipment, folks, but this thing has got a heated massaging recliner that is, I said in it earlier, this thing is awesome. This right here just about makes it my favorite motorhome on the lot. But yeah, this thing right here, I'm half tempted to steal this and put it in mine, but I'm not going to do that, but it's very tempting. But anyway, folks, leather sleeper sofa. You've got the table booth that makes a bed. I mean, the nice fluorescent light fixtures, solid wood cabinets, all the, you know, the high intensity indirect lighting, got the day-night shades. I'm going to tell you, that 300 horse Caterpillar diesel, more power than you'll ever need. If you want to run 75, 80 miles an hour, this motorhome will do it all day long. Ceramic tile floor looks great. Stovetop, got a microwave convection oven, which was an option. Got the 12 cubic foot side-by-side refrigerator freezer with ice maker. That was an option when it was new. That wasn't included for $149,000. Built-in coffee maker, sink. Now, I'm not going to go and pull out all the service records that this unit has, but I'm going to show you, just give you an idea how these, let me move some of this stuff off the table here. Just to give you an idea how the previous owners kept this RV. This is something nobody does anymore, folks. But there are, Lord of mercy, I couldn't, like I said, I could shoot a 30-minute video just on the service records alone. Here's some, and they've got them all categorized too. Here's RV repairs. You go back and there are service repairs on oil. I mean, there's tickets here for oil changes. They did oil. I mean, this is something nobody hardly does, folks. But they actually have several records of where every time they had the oil change, they had the oil sent out for analysis to make sure there was nothing wrong with it. And all that's in here, folks, somewhere. But I'm talking about, and it's not just all thrown together. I mean, they all organized it, put folders in here. Crazy. I mean, and they were done at Freightliner dealers, Caterpillar dealers. And of course, your owner's manuals, all your books are in here, and this is all included with it. This stays in it. You know, I'm not going to take them out for any reason. Anyway, like I said, folks, you come down and look at this, you can spend all the time you want going through these records. And there is everything and anything that you could think of in there. And that big pack's included with it. That's a Corian inlaid table with a wood frame around it. Even has carpeted headliner in the slide out to match. Beveled glass looks perfect. Nothing's broken. There's no cracked ceramic tiles. No smoke or pet odors. Folks, I'm going to tell you, I know this is a 17-year-old motorhome. I know it's not going to be perfect. I can guarantee you, folks, And I've seen and we've got 170 plus used RVs in our lot. And I'm going to tell you right now, as far as the 2000 model is concerned, I don't think I've seen one any nicer than this in several years. I mean, dang. Refrigerator's already getting cold. I haven't had it on very long, but I can tell it's already chilling out. You know, it takes these things a little bit to get cold, so. And we guarantee all that, folks. You see, when you buy an RV from us, we've been doing this for almost half a century. We don't just give you the keys and say, here, take the good with the bad. I don't know what works, what doesn't, and I'm not going to show you. No, folks, what we do is after you purchase this RV, my RV techs are going to take it to my service department. I have certified RV techs. You know, I spend a lot of money on them. They go to school for this, kind of like college in Florida, and they spend tens of thousands of dollars of their own money to become certified, so they're not cheap. And what they do is they'll take this thing to the shop, we'll plug it up, we'll run the generator, we'll run the air conditioners. We do a major systems check, which includes but not limited to, we check the awnings, the jacks, the slide outs, make sure they all function right. We check all the plumbing, all the electrical, all the appliances, including the roof airs, the refrigerator on gas and electric, the water heater. We check all the propane system, make sure there's no leaks, all the plumbing system, make sure there's no leaks, all the faucets work. We check all the cabinets, drawers, make sure they function like they're supposed to. We check the sofa and the table booth, make sure they make beds like they're supposed to. This unit's got an inverter, the generator, we make sure all that works like it's supposed to. All the lights work. And more. I mean, that's just give you an idea. And if you want a copy of a blank inspection report so you can see what exactly we cover for the price that you pay, that we charge you, and you can see for yourself how extensive it is, folks. But anyway, back to the tour. This beautiful bathroom, and it's got the ceramic tile floor all the way through. Of course, your vanity area. Let's see here. Oh yeah, there's my lights. Got a vent fan up there, and you can look around the vent fan, look around the skylight and the shower. There's no water leaks anywhere. Like I said, considering the records that the previous owners kept on this RV, I'm sure that roof is just like it's been serviced, just like it's supposed to be from the factory. I mean, I'd hate to see what they spent on this motorhome in the last 17 years just on service alone. Private water closet. You notice the wallpaper and the border's not even peeling on it like you see in a lot of RVs. So that means it hasn't been setting up in hot weather without any ventilation inside, because that's why they quit putting wallpaper and border in motorhomes, because that heat, when it's not been ventilated and it's been stored in heat, all that stuff will peel off, but none of that's showing here. Of course, you got all the etched glass cabinets and drawers, full wall surround, fiberglass. Again, look around the skylight. I will tell you, folks, now, you know, I get paid to do videos. I don't get paid to sell. So if somebody buys this or doesn't buy it, it doesn't concern me at all as far as my check's concerned, because I just get paid for a video I shoot. But I'll give you my honest opinion about it, folks. If you see this motorhome in person, you're going to buy it. This is something that I wish that we could find more RVs in this kind of condition. Cedar lined closets. Of course, that's your slide out locks. I mean, you just have to see it. I mean, and no matter how good it looks in the video, in the pictures, and the description, it looks twice as better in person. Got this little strip lighting, and it has them in there too. I just don't have them on yet. I mean, it's still got the original factory bed cover. It looks great. Mattress looks great. It's got a couple of these day-night shades, of course, we're going to fix as part of our checkout. Got HD TV upgrades. You got one in the front, one here in the bedroom. Sliding closet door. This is your second slide out, which is right here in the bedroom. Even the nightstands are Corian to match. You know, a lot of places they'll just cheap out and put composite countertops back here for the nightstands, but everything matches. You can tell this was not a cheap motorhome in the day. All the bevel glass, etched glass looks great. There's no cracks in the mirrors anywhere. You know, folks, you can go out and spend 80, 90 grand on a used motorhome or more. And I promise you, folks, that $80,000, $90,000 motorhome may be a couple of years newer. It may have a little bit bigger motor or an extra slide out. But I promise you, folks, that $80,000, $90,000 used motorhome is not going to be anywhere any nicer or any newer condition than this 2000 Tradewinds, folks. I can guarantee you that. I mean, wow. And whoever had this motorhome, I would have loved to have met them, folks, because they know how to take care of an RV. I don't say that about many of them, but it doesn't matter how good a deal you get, folks. You measure how good the deal is by how the motorhome's been kept up. And if you might find one of these cheaper that's in pieces. By the time you fix it up, you're not going to have a motorhome anywhere near as nice as this one. And you're going to have more money than what you could have bought this one for. I mean, this is just the kind of motorhome that somebody's going to drive it off the lot and feel like they just robbed a bank and got away with it. Because when you look at what's out there for this price range, and I have several out here, and I've got some nice stuff for $39.9 in a diesel. And I will honestly tell you this, and I'm not trying to, make the rest of my units look bad, because we do have some nicer RVs than you're going to find anywhere. But you look at this unit and look at everything else I got out here for $39.9, you're going to come right back to this one, because this is a nice motorhome, folks. Well cared for, well documented, all the service work. I mean, 94,000 miles, which to me is a good thing, because miles doesn't hurt a diesel like it does a gas burner. So you get one of these that hasn't been sitting around for years at a time between uses, you've got something that's in a lot better condition than one that, a diesel, a 17-year-old diesel has 10,000 miles, I'd be worried about, because everything's going to be dried up. But this is something that's been used enough that everything's going to be in tip-top running condition. And anybody who knows anything about diesels will tell you, I mean, the NADA doesn't even subtract value for mileage. In other words, if this motorhome had 400,000 miles on it, it would have the same book value as one with 40,000 miles in the same year, make, and model. Because they just do not affect these. I've seen these diesel motorhomes with 500,000 and 600,000 miles on them that cranks up and drives great with the original motor and transmission in it. That's what you pay for when you spend that extra money up front for a diesel. You get the longevity, folks. You get a motorhome that's going to outlast 4 gas burners. And if you're wanting to put 100,000 miles a year on one, you take care of this one like it's been taken care of for the past 17 years. I have no doubt in my mind you'll still be using this thing a few years from now, even if you're driving 100,000 miles a year. You'll still be driving this motorhome for a while. And to me, why spend $150,000? They're twice that now if they still made them. But this would be a $300,000 motorhome at today's prices when it was new. And the fact that you can buy this and save $110,000, and I would hate to see how many tens of thousands of dollars has been spent on this motorhome over the last 17 years in service cost. When I was looking through those receipts, I didn't see mom and pop garages like you see a lot of people take them to, which there's nothing wrong with mom and pop garages. But they've took them to Freightliner dealers, Caterpillar dealers, major RV centers. They only went to the high end, the places that cost that you better open up your wallet when you take an RV in for service, because they will get you. And that's everything. That's where this RV's been. So you've always going to have records of that. Folks, this unit's $39.9, and I promise you, folks, you're going to look a long time. You may never find another motorhome with this many amenities and this nice of condition that's been cared for like this one has for that price. That's a haggle-free price. We don't come off the prices any unless you want to take it as is with no inspection and no, in other words, you just take the good with the bad. Now, if you want to do that, I'll come off my prices a little bit, but we're like most other dealers now, we're going to haggle-free prices. And I think once you see this motorhome for what it is, you see the condition of it, you see how nice it is, how clean, how well it's built, it's well worth the money. Give us a call. We do take trade-ins. Give us a call, 706-965-7929. Evenings and Sundays, 423-605-6747. Visit our website, parkwayrvcenter.com or .net. I've got over 170 used RVs in stock. Some of the nicest you're going to find on the internet, folks. You know, we're one of the oldest, largest, and most successful independently operated, family-owned used RV dealerships in the country today. We've been in business over 49 plus years. We retail 500 to 600 used RVs a year, and we've got over 170 in stock. You never know what you're going to see one day to the next. And even gyms like this, we don't get in very often for this price, but we do get them in occasionally. So, and you can't beat our prices, folks. And our prices are haggle-free and out the door. So you don't have to worry about paying too much, because we've already gotten online. We've compared our prices to what we're selling to everybody else out there, and they're lower. I mean, you're welcome to check and fact check everything I say, folks. But when you see what kind of diesel double slide motorhomes are out there for this price and compare it to this one, you're going to come right back to it. But don't wait too long, because it's just a matter of days before this one's going to sell. And whoever buys this thing, they're going to be pleasantly surprised. If you buy this motorhome sight unseen, folks, sight unseen, I know you won't do it, but you'll probably want to call us back and offer us more money for it once you see it, because it's that nice of a motorhome. I mean, you're going to be very surprised when you see it. But anyway, give us a call. Drop us an email. Our email is sales@parkwayrvcenter.com. You can apply for financing right off our website. Make sure you put which unit you're looking at and how much money you want to pay down if you go that route. I know this is a 2000 model, folks, but I still have financing available for it. I can still get you, a 4% rate with approved credit on about 60 months, and may even get you up to 10 years on this motorhome, again, depending on your credit. And if you're a veteran or a former veteran, or your spouse is, or a veteran or an active duty military, let us know when you call, because we help a lot of veterans out. We employ a lot of veterans here, and we have financing available. We can help you get hooked up with USAA. We're not affiliated with them, but but if you go through USAA, you'll find out. Let me tell you how quick it is. You can go in line at McDonald's and get a quarter pounder with cheese quick, and it'll take longer to do that than get approved for financing on an RV if your credit qualifies to USAA. That's how fast they are. Rates are hard to beat. Most dealers won't tell you about them because they mark interest rates up to make extra money, and they can't do that through USAA. But since we don't mark interest rates up, folks, we always strongly recommend going through them if you're an active duty military or a veteran, because it's definitely one of the best resources out there for financing boats, cars, trucks, RVs, anything. But anyway, folks, give us a call, drop us an email. No commission salespeople, no games, no gimmicks, no haggling on the price, no extra fees. These other dealers will charge you $2,000 or $3,000 in dock fees, freight fees, tag fees, title fees, processing fees, and all this other junk, folks. All those fees are 100% dealer profit, 100% unnecessary to purchase a used or new RV. So just because a dealer advertises a certain price, watch that price go up when you get in there to pay for it. You don't have to worry about that here, folks. It's $39.9. That's the price with the inspection, plus sales tax, or TAVT tax is what they call it now if you're a Georgia resident. All out-of-state residents will pay your sales tax when you tag and title this motorhome at your local DMV office in your home state. 49 plus years in business, folks. We've sold tens of thousands of motorhomes, campers, and fifth wheels all over the United States and Canada and beyond. We've actually sold to buyers from all 50 states, including multiple sales to Alaska and Hawaii. We've sent over 2,000 RVs of all kinds all over Canada, coast to coast, Folks, we've even sent them overseas to England, Italy, Australia, the Netherlands, and other places. And these buyers didn't come thousands of miles just because they like us. And we are easy to get along with, I know, but the reason why they really came that far is honest. Same reason you're watching this video is because you're attracted to the price and we can save you a lot of money. And that's exactly why these buyers passed hundreds, even thousands of RV dealers to come to us to buy, because of our prices and the way we do business, folks, and how nice our RVs are. I mean, you know, when you buy from a dealer like us who's seen it all and done it all, it's really no way to go wrong, because if we weren't doing something right, we wouldn't be in business after half a century. Have one of the largest in-stock selections of used RVs in the South. In fact, we've got more in-stock RVs than any dealer within a 500-mile radius of us as far as used RVs are concerned. And like I said, 49 plus years in business, 3 generations now, family owned and operated. So call us, email us. We're on Twitter, we're on Instagram, we're on Facebook, and of course, subscribe to my YouTube channel, like this video. This way you get email notifications every time I post a video, because you never know what I'm going to do from one day to the next. I may do a Class A today, a little Class B camper van tomorrow. I might do a C, a foil hauler. You never know. I don't even know. We get units in every single day that need to be shot. So, and that's what we do. And we sell 200 to 300 RVs a year, sight unseen. We can help you arrange nationwide delivery and more. If you want to fly in, pick this motorhome up, we'll pick you up for free at the Chattanooga, Tennessee airport during business hours. We actually have 4 or 5 sets of customers a week that fly down to buy from us. We can help you drop a rental car off at a local rental car terminal, and we have tow dollies for sale, folks. So we can help you out any way we can. Just let us know. Thank you for watching. I look forward to seeing everybody here in beautiful Ringgold, Georgia.